Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate the color matching worksheet for you. So before we get started though, on this, you should know that the squares are all for like the source of your color. The circles are where you're going to be painting the color. So what you'd need for this is either a magazine or newspapers, and what you're going to do is find colors that you want to match. Now, if you really don't have anything like this around, or even colored paper like this around, you could look at something like, let's say I have this crayon box and I want to match this strong yellow that's there, or like one of those greens. You could do that. Just take a picture of it and upload it when you upload this worksheet. But if you do have colors near you, what you're going to do is search for them. When you find a color you want to match, you're going to tear it out. And then you're going to attach it or glue it to your worksheet. And then you'll be matching the colors. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to hunt for my colors, attach them to my worksheet, and then I'll show you how to get started in the color matching. Alright, so I've got my 8 different colors that I'm going to try to match, and I just put a little bit of glue on the back to get it to stay on my worksheet. Now comes the tricky part of mixing the colors. So you always want to ask yourself first, okay, what is this closest to on our color wheel? Just like it says here, start by mixing one of the 12 colors on the color wheel. Remember, you may have to paint multiple layers to get it to match. So for this one, I know, okay, orange or like red orange, that's definitely going to be the base here. So I'm going to start with a red orange, so a little bit of red going on there, and then just a dot of yellow, and I already went too much. I'm going to add a little more red there. Now I could look at that color compared to there. I could even test it off to the side. That is pretty darn close, so I'm going for like what's inside there. So I'm going to go ahead and paint that once. And then after I've painted it, I could see, okay, I think I might need stronger colors. Like I think I just need to have more pigment in that. I think it's just had a little bit too much water mixed with it. So I'm gonna mix it again and then paint that over, and I think there we go. I'm at the stronger color. Now I'm gonna show you what to do with a brown, if that's one of your color references. So this one, it's like a brownish green. So there, I could see green in there, so I know that should be a base. So I'm going to start with green. So grabbing a little bit of blue and a little bit of yellow on top of that, maybe a little more blue. Now, I need to mix its complementary color to get it to be a neutral, to get it to be brown. So I have green, I need to add a little bit of red to it. And then I could test this. Is it close? Ooh, pretty darn. So I'm going to go ahead and paint that once. And I could see, okay, I think I actually need a little bit more of a red inside this color. So I'm going to paint that one layer. I'm going to grab a little bit of red. And then do another layer on top of that. Now, I am pretty experienced in color mixing because I've only ever been able to use primary and primary colors in my own personal painting, so I'm used to it, and I'm able to get the colors, you know, in 1 or 2 tries. For you, this worksheet might be a little bit tougher. It may take several tries. So use this space around your color references to test your colors. If it's not right, decide what it needs more of. So if it's too blue, maybe you need a little more orange or yellow or whatever the case may be. I'm going to go through and finish my worksheet, and then we'll give you some last pieces of advice before you get started. Okay, so there's my mixed colors. Now, not all of them are perfect, but they're pretty darn close. So just some last pieces of advice for you before you start this. Number 1, if your color is too strong, like it's too red or it's too green, like for this one, my original color was like way too strong of a green, you want to add the complement. So think about the color wheel, or pull up a picture of the color wheel. Complementary color of green was red, so I added a tiny bit of red to my green color to get closer to that reference. So think about the color wheel, think about complementary colors. All that information will help you do this assignment successfully. So when you're done, remember to take a picture and upload it to Canvas. And then you can move on to the watercolor project sketch.